Hi everyone! Today I wanted to show you how simple it is to make these cute little candy ornaments. I had a video on this some years ago, but I thought now, being as we're all going to be in the house a lot more still because of the pandemic, this would be a great time to share it with you again. These candies can be used as ornaments on your tree. They can be put on some ribbon on a gift. It doesn't have to be for the holidays. It can be for birthdays or anytime you want to give someone a gift. And you don't even have to put the little holes in them if you don't want to. You can just leave them as they are and put them in a candy dish. That'd be really cute, especially for the little ones. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay, I turned this pan around so it'd be facing you. You could see it a little bit better. But this is a really inexpensive treat, craft, whatever, to do with the kids or even just, by yourself. What you're going to need is metal cookie cutters. Now, chances are you already have some at home, but if you don't, they sell them, really cheap at the thrift store. So go ahead and run to Goodwill or whatever your favorite thrift store is and check it out. Then the hard candies themselves aren't expensive. These came from a big bag that I bought. They were Brock's and they were under $5, but I know there's other brands out there. The only thing I want to tell you though is I looked at the picture on the bag for the Brock's and I loved all the different colors they had and flavors, but then when I opened my bag here at home, they were really chintzy with some of the flavors. I had one orange and like 4 grapes. And to be honest with you, the majority of them were butterscotch. And I like butterscotch, but I was hoping to find other colors. I did have quite a few of the red, and these are not cherry, they're cinnamon. So make sure the bag, it has some clear on the bag. Make sure you look in the bag so that you get a good variety. I did get some, red and white peppermint, green and white spearmint, but not a lot. So make sure you check that out. So besides your cookie cutters and candy, really you're going to need some cooking spray. And even that, just a real little bit, because you're going to just spray that little bit for each one and just kind of rub it around because you don't want it sticking, especially on the bottom part here, because that's where it's going to come off. These are fun. Now I'm gonna be real honest with you guys here. They're fun to do, and the whole concept, there's a lot here, is pretty simple, but it's not necessarily easy if you don't have patience, and you'll find that out in a little bit as soon as I show you. But anyhow, so now you can use different sizes. I don't suggest using really small sizes because those tend to break when you are taking them out. But this is a medium and this is a little bit, these are a little bit smaller, but these are good. You can go even bigger than this if you want. But I'm not going to today. So it just depends on the size of your cookie cutter, how many candies you're going to need. And this one is bigger, so I'm going to get 4. But the shape of the Christmas tree and the angel really only lets me put 2, but that's okay. It turns out all right. So we're going to put 2 in there and then 2 in here. And before you get this all started, I should have said this right away, but you're going to want to preheat your oven to 350. Now these are ready to go. I'm just going to put them in the oven for 7 minutes, a little less. Really check your time because 10 minutes was way too long for me, so I put it down to 7, and that was pretty good. But I thought, maybe a little less. So 6 was too little. So you kind of you know, just gotta keep an eye on it. I'd say after 5-6 minutes, go ahead and start checking. Okay, they're fresh out of the oven and still extremely hot. Let them sit for a minute, but probably no more than a minute. And then we're going to make the holes in them so that you can use them as an ornament or as a gift tag. Okay, now I'm taking a pen that I coated the end part here with the cooking spray, and I'm just going to make a hole right at the top here, not all the way to the edge, but at the top, like so. And if it's not perfect, it's okay. Turn your pen around a little bit, make sure. There. Now we're going to let them sit for at least 5 minutes. We want them fully cooled down before we try to take them out of the cutters. Okay, so once they've cooled down, see this stuff over here on the side? Go ahead and just snap that off. Usually it's fairly simple. And just go ahead and break those little pieces off. Now I'm going to tell you right now, especially if you're doing these with kids, there might be some tears because a few of them probably will break, which is why there's a good thing there's so many candies in the bag. But it happens. What are you going to do? You know, not everything's perfect. But this is where the patience comes in. You have to be slow about it. And children usually don't have a lot of patience and they're not good at slow. So maybe you should do this part. But you can, you know, try to loosen up by pulling on the cookie cutter. Keep your hand underneath there to support it. And then you just kind of wiggle it out of there as best you can. And there you go. One of the wings just broke. But go ahead and use your pen there to finish the hole. And that's how you do it. And unfortunately, yeah, the wing broke. You can still eat it though. Oh, one thing I want to tell you guys real quick. See, this one's cracking already. If you're going to do stuff like this, the gingerbread man, or maybe even a snowman or something like that, I highly recommend not using the two colored ones like the spearmint or peppermint, because they may not turn out the way you like. In fact, here's a kind of scary looking one that I did earlier. So yeah, it was a scary, sad, bloody looking Christmas candy. I don't know how else you would say it. But yeah, this one I already know is going to lose his legs. Oh goodness. There we go. See, yeah, the legs cracked. And so did his arm. Oh, geez, what a bad demonstration this is, huh? They don't all break, honestly. Here we go. I hope this one doesn't, because I didn't have hardly any grape-flavored ones. The purple, and I'd really like to keep this one. Yay! See, there you go. It turned out just fine. So anyhow, that's how you do it. It doesn't take a lot of time. It'd be a great activity, you know, for you and the kids or grandkids or just you or your friends on, you know, an afternoon where it's just too yucky outside. You know, it's just something fun and inexpensive to do. Thumbs up if you like the video. But please make sure to let me know if you have any fun, neat, easy crafts like this, for especially during the winter time. I'd love to hear about it, and I'm sure everybody else would too. It was nice talking to you, and you take care.